I banned my mother-in-law from seeing my daughter after she tried to fight me in a parking lot. I've been with my daughter's father, Mike, for 7 years now. His mom, Linda, and I never really got along, but things got really bad after our daughter, Mia, was born. Linda would constantly guilt-trip Mike into bringing the baby over. She'd see Mia 4 times in 1 week, and then if she didn't see her within 2 days of the next week starting, she'd call Mike crying and yelling that we were keeping her granddaughter away on purpose. Like, she'd literally call at 8 p.m. on a Tuesday screaming about how she hadn't seen the baby since Sunday. 2 days. She saw her 2 days ago. The real problem started on Mia's first birthday. I planned this whole party at our apartment with decorations, cake, the works. My mom was coming, plus some friends and neighbors. Linda called Mike the morning of the party and said she wasn't coming because my mother would be there. She literally refused to come to her own granddaughter's first birthday party because she didn't like my mom. They'd met twice and my mom had been nothing but nice to her. But whatever, her loss, right? So we had the party without her. Mia had a great time smashing cake everywhere and opening presents. The party ended around 3 p.m. and people started leaving. My mom stayed to help clean up because that's what normal people do. Around 4 p.m., Linda just shows up at our door unannounced. She said she wanted to see what Mia got for her birthday. Mike let her in before I could say anything. She walked into the living room and saw my mom wiping down the table. Her face went completely red. She turned around and stormed back outside to the parking lot. Mike followed her out there, trying to calm her down. I could hear her screaming from inside the apartment. I went to the window and watched her pointing at our door, waving her arms around like a crazy person. She screamed at Mike for an hour about what a horrible person I was. She called me manipulative, a bad mother, every name you can think of. She even made fun of my weight, yelling about how I'd gotten fat after having the baby. I'd had enough. I went outside and asked her what her problem was. She looked me dead in the eyes and told me to go screw myself. Then she actually clenched her fist and stepped toward me like she was going to punch me. Mike had to get between us. She kept screaming and I just said, fine, that's it, you're never seeing Mia again. She lost it even more and Mike had to physically walk her to her car. After she left, Mike begged me to reconsider. He said she was just upset and didn't mean it, but I stood my ground for about 2 months. Then I gave in and said he could bring Mia to his parents' house once a week, but I would never go there and Linda wasn't allowed at our apartment. Mike knew I wasn't comfortable with it, but he did it anyway, and it's been a nightmare ever since. I found out from Mike's sister that Linda calls me the bitch and the cow when she talks about me. Not just to other adults, but right in front of Mia. My daughter is 3 now and she's called me a bitch twice. A 3-year-old, I know exactly where she learned that word. Mike won't defend me to his parents either. When I told him what his mom was saying, he just shrugged and said that's how she is, like that makes it okay. So now I'm done. I told Mike that Linda doesn't get to see Mia anymore until she can act like an adult and stop teaching our daughter to disrespect her own mother. He thinks I'm being unreasonable, but I don't care. I'm not letting that woman poison my daughter against me.